Hey, what is up, everybody? Zero Fats here, aka Cam Jennings, coming at you on behalf of EpicConversions.com. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there on today. And I just wanted to shoot a quick video talking to you guys about a really cool way to make money. It's not going to cost you anything. It's actually probably the easiest way that I know of to make money online right now. I can't think of an easier way to do it. It's pretty effortless. You don't really have to do anything, and you don't really have to learn anything. So it's pretty crazy. There is a downside to it, and I will talk about the downside as well. But let me show you. Sorry, guys, some dogs barking outside. But let me show you what it is that I'm talking about first here. Um, the other day, you might have saw the interview that I did with Ryan Hustleby on cryptocurrencies. Um, Cryptocurrencies are basically alternative forms of currency. They're digital currency. Now, you might know of one called Bitcoin, right? And a lot of people have heard of Bitcoin. A lot of us don't really trust it. A lot of us don't really know what it's all about. What you got to understand is, number one, there's a lot of other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin. That's just one of the cryptocurrencies. Number two, let me zoom this in. Number two, these things are probably here to stay, you guys. They're probably not going anywhere, just so you know. Now, I'm not saying run out and invest a bunch of money in these things, but understand they are a legitimate form of currency and you can make money on them. All right, that's just the way it is. Now, they use a lot of crazy math and science that's really hard to explain, and I really don't even understand half of it myself. Here's the basic definition. A cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange using cryptography to secure a transaction and to control the creation of additional units of the currency. Cryptocurrencies are a subset of alternative currencies, or specifically of digital currencies. Yeah, right. And if you didn't understand exactly what they were talking about there, you are not alone. All right. But anyways, cryptocurrencies, weird alternative currency that you can actually mine. All right. You don't have to invest your own money in these currencies. You can actually mine them with your computer and exchange them for actual USD. All right. That's pretty crazy. And it's pretty interesting for people out there who want to try to make money online but don't really know how to do anything and haven't had any luck and just want something really easy to try to start making money online. This is a pretty cool little path for you. Alright, so let's get into how you would achieve that. Alright, there's this website called MinerGate, right? Excuse me. And as you can see, I'm already actually logged in to MinerGate. But MinerGate is this website. It's going to allow you to it's got a little program that's going to allow you to download this program, and it's going to automatically mine the cryptocurrency that is doing the best right now, and that makes the most sense for you to mine, right? And what do I mean by mine? What I mean is that your computer is going to be solving weird little math problems, and every time it solves one of these crazy little math problems, it gets rewarded with a piece of cryptocurrency, right? And if you don't understand what I'm talking about and that doesn't make any sense, hey, don't feel alone, because I don't even quite understand what I'm talking about. But the point is, um, translate that. Basically, MinerGate, the software, it's going to use your computer's resources. It's going to pull it with a bunch of other people's computers' resources, and it's going to use the computer resources to mine cryptocurrencies. And all you really need to understand is that the cryptocurrencies are worth real money, right? So how does this look in action, all right? And if you still are confused about what I'm talking about, I understand completely. You might not even be totally understanding about what I'm talking about once I'm done with this video. You might need to do a little bit of research on this on your own. But anyways, I will put a link in the description to MinerGate, right? Because I'm sure all you out there are probably going to want to click on that link and try this stuff out for yourself. It's pretty interesting. This is what the software looks like. I'm logging in right now. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you log in, right? So we're going to go ahead and start mining, and boom. Smart mining is activated. Automatic mining of the currency that has the highest exchange rate during the last hour. Right? So there's that. And I'm just waiting for this thing to start here. Usually there'll be a little balance under here. Looks like there's a networking error right now, so it's not. Let's give it a few minutes here and see if it'll start working. That's the first time I've actually seen a networking error. That's interesting. But anyways, the point is, this, all right? This is going to mine this cryptocurrency for you. And right now you see that it's actually set to mine a currency called XMR, okay? And I wish this wasn't having some kind of weird error right now so I could actually show you this thing working. This is the first time I've ever seen an error, but yeah, it is what it is. Anyways, XMR is what it's set to mine right now. Let me show you what that translates to in USD. Alright, XMR for USD. Alright, XMR to USD. There it is right there. Now, XMR is kind of like the code word for a cryptocurrency called Monero. And as you can see right now, it's worth $10.37. So one Monero coin is worth $10.37. Pretty interesting. Okay, so just so you know, this stuff has actual monetary value. It's not just, you know, twiddling your thumbs and wasting your time. Okay, so pretty neat. Okay, so there's that. Now what's the downside? Well, if this thing wasn't erroring, let me see if I can log out. Let me see if I can log out. And log back in, and maybe that will fix the error issue. Nope. Still having a network error. Anyways, let me show you the downside of this. I'll just talk through it and so you guys understand. Here's the downside. Okay? Right now, you see in my task manager that MinerGate is taking up very little of my CPU's energy, right? 0.3 point, you know, it's not taking up very much of my energy, you know, not taking up very much of my processing power. Okay, it's just not taking up very much of it. It's very low. Now what you got to understand is when it is working, when this MinerGate is actually working, you don't really notice much of a difference, but what it does is it utilizes all of your CPU's processing power that you are not using. Right? So this will be like almost 100% utilized when MinerGate is working. Now, that's kind of, you know, after a while, that's kind of hard on your computer, you know, just to run it like that at like 80, 90, 100% all the time. So just be aware of that. That's kind of the downside to it as far as I'm concerned. You know, it's kind of, to me, it's kind of like if you were in your car and you were kind of like having your foot down on the gas pedal all the time. Right? The thing is constantly being worked, right? It's never getting just like rested. So you're kind of like always using your CPU when you got MinerGate running, right? When you got this thing running, it's constantly utilizing all the CPU resources that you are not utilizing. Now that doesn't mean you can't do other stuff because it'll stop utilizing those resources when you're doing other stuff. It'll take down what it uses. But basically, all the resources of your CPU that you are not using, it's going to utilize. So that's the downside to me. You're using a lot of your CPU's energy, and that's wear and tear on your processor is what that is. So keep that in mind. Also, I want you to keep in mind this is real deal stuff, you guys. There are people who do this full time for a living. That's all they do is mine cryptocurrencies. There's people out there who have like racks of CPUs or processors, you know, computers basically, and their only job is to mine cryptocurrencies. They actually make computers that are very good at just solving these little algorithms and math problems to mine cryptocurrencies. And you know, they set them up, and it's like they're like data racks, is what they look like, little data center racks, and that's just mining equipment. So, anyways, that's just what I wanted to show you. I wish this thing was working right now so you could see this thing in action. I don't know what's going on. By the time you watch this video and download this thing for yourself and check it out, it probably will be working. The only downside to this that I can see right now is that, you know, it is going to draw on your CPU, you know, and that's just the way it is. So as long as you're aware of that and you understand what's happening, then I think you're good to go, and you can use this to make a little bit of money. Yeah, just be aware of it, you know. That's the con. The positive of this whole thing to me is that you can just pull money out of thin air. I mean, that's amazing. At what point in human history were you just able to pull money out of thin air? I mean, it's amazing. I mean, we're just at a crazy time right now in history. I mean, it's unbelievable. But anyways, that's Minergate. That's the whole cryptocurrency thing. I'm probably not going to talk about cryptocurrencies a ton on my YouTube channel because I don't really understand them that well. But I do think it's interesting. And also the other thing is, I don't know that, well, I don't know that they're incredibly efficient, just because they do pull a lot of your resources for your computer. But if you're okay with that and you think these are really cool and really neat, yeah, man, you can just pull money out of thin air with this stuff. It's pretty interesting. So anyways, that's all I got. I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. Check out my blog over at epicconversions.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, everybody.